subscribe to Sharonatsea Travel. Thank you. Bye. Peace.
I know there's many people out there that just watched the end of that intro clip and you said, that's the same Maxwell clip that we saw the last time. I thought you were going to get us a new one. I tried, everybody. I tried. I chased that kid around the house with a camera for 30 minutes trying to get him to give me a good solid, don't forget to subscribe to Sharonatsea Travel. And he would not. He was anti.
I think I gave him too many treats and he was a little wound up. So I had a lot of treats for him over the weekend when he came.
You're absolutely right, Sharon. You might have blown his mind with candy. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Monday Night Live. We're so glad to be back. It's good to be back. I put those two things together and made one sentence out of it. We missed you last Monday, and we appreciate you hanging in there with us. And you're right, Rhonda Carney. He is over it. He's over it. He's done. He's beyond it. I think he wants to get a contract. He wants to renegotiate his contract. Right now, he's only getting cookies and candy, and I think he wants more. So. Kids get older, they're hard to deal with, Grandma and treats go hand in hand, said Sue O'Connor. You're right about that. Yeah. Daniel Fields, go Rams. Already the football talk is beginning in the chat. Can you believe it? It's football time. So this welcome to the Monday night. This is the football show that we've been waiting for. The season start. Okay, no, it's not a football show. I'm just kidding. I know a lot of people are like, did he say football show? Click. I'm going over to watch somebody else's video right now. But don't worry, we'll save that for hour 2 if there even is any football talk. But I am wearing my new Chargers shirt that I'm very excited about.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like it.
I think, actually, at the end of last season, I think you got that.
No, I just got this a few weeks ago for the new season.
You did?
Yes. But it's okay. I don't pay attention to your clothes.
Okay.
Don't pay attention to mine. Everything's going to be fine.
Okay.
Daniel, yes, I am. I am wearing my Chargers shirt. So, welcome to Monday Night Live, guys. If it's your first time here, thanks for joining us. My name is Jamie. I am part of the channel, even though it's called Sharonatsea Travel. And to my left, on your right, is the one, the only Sharon from Sharonatsea Travel. Guys, let's get a round of applause, please, for Sharon.
Gosh.
Let's give her a big round of applause here.
Good evening, everyone.
There you go. Nice job. Nice job. So we were talking about, do we give enough cruise info? Lately, we've just been all over the place and scrolling around with stuff. So before we jump into anything else, let's talk a little bit about cruising and what's going on in the cruise world. There's a lot of stuff happening. One thing that's making me most excited, and I don't even have this written down, it just came to my mind, Sharon.
What's that?
Is I am finally seeing pictures of people on cruises where the staff and the crew don't have to wear their masks anymore.
Oh, yeah.
That's only happened in like the last 30 days or so, and it is one of the greatest things that I've seen in a long time. How about you? Are you digging that?
Yeah, I am. I can't wait till all of them can take the masks off.
Oh my God. And we have not sailed yet with a maskless crew, so it'll be great to see all those smiling faces again, and everything like that. We're super excited. Oh my gosh. Susan White, thank you for the super chat. That's what grandmas are for, she says.
Thank you, Susan.
Very nice. And Alex Lewis just got off Carnival Spirit. Alaska is amazing. Going on Discovery Princess in May, going back to Alaska.
Nice. Yeah.
Alex, that'll be great. Alex, how did you like that Spirit? We're going to be going on the Spirit for our group cruise next June. We're teaming up with the Ship Show for a Freeze Your Bagok Off Alaska group cruise. It's going to be off the chisel. It's going to be great. And hopefully you love that ship.
Beautiful. So, and
yes.
I know you'll probably love the Discovery Princess because that ship looks beautiful too.
Oh my God. Speaking of beautiful, I see Nautical Nurse Nancy is in the chat. Nancy, you said you were going to be working tonight, and there you are right here at the beginning of the show. You are amazing. Thank you so much. I know that Leanne had some family things going on, so Nancy, if you're in and out, that's fine. We get it. I don't know if you're at work or you're busy. We'll try to hold the fort down if things get a little crazy. The trolls can come out in the chat sometimes, but thank you for being here. You are amazing. Robbie O'Malley, he is here. Speaking of pictures with staff and crew that were maskless, he's actually on a cruise ship right now, as a matter of fact.
I think he's always on a cruise ship.
Yeah, I think he lives on a cruise ship. They have his own room. There's like a broom closet, and then there's some Haven cabins, and then there's Robbie O'Malley's official cabin right there. It's unbelievable. Nancy says, I'm here for you guys. That is so sweet.
Thanks, Nancy.
That is so sweet. All right, so cruise news. What's going on out there in the cruising world? I know we don't do a lot of cruise news, but let's just talk about some stuff. Number one, and for some people, this is a huge, huge deal. And I don't totally get why. Maybe I understand it a little bit. NCL, Norwegian Cruise Lines, is going back to Coca-Cola. It's happened. It's already happening. The switch has been made. Sharon, people are enraged about this.
Wow.
And some people are very happy about this.
Yeah.
Where do you fall on that?
Well, it's both ways. I don't drink a lot of soda. I used to, but I really rarely drink soda now, so it really doesn't affect me either way. Now I know our son drinks soda on a cruise. You know, we always get him a soda package.
Yes.
He likes Pepsi. He's a Pepsi drinker. Now, several years ago, he liked Coke, but all of a sudden he made a change, and now he doesn't want anything to do with Coke. He just wants Pepsi. And so I don't know, but we did tell him that there may be a Coke on our next cruise, and he was like, well, this was his response. Well, I really don't drink that much anymore anyway, so I'll be okay.
Well, considering our next cruise is on the Norwegian Prima, then there will definitely be. Robbie O'Malley says he, for one, is enraged. Some other people are saying they're good with it. Pop is pop. What's the big deal? It's a crazy cat traveler. Sue O'Connor says Dr. Pepper for her. Lindy Lou, what's up, Lindy Lou? Doesn't drink soda either. Carla McClendon's a Pepsi girl. Julie Amos doesn't care. I guess I would care if I drank more like Scotch and Coke, or I always ask for a Scotch and Coke, whatever the cola is, or maybe like people drink like Jack and Coke, rum and Coke, rum and cola, whatever the case is.
But I think with like anything, when you ask for that, it's kind of whatever, you know, Coke, Pepsi, any kind, whatever the cola sort of brand is.
Yes.
They mix with it. So.
Beauty and the Bum travels. Larry Bum is here. Says hello, SAST. No hockey tonight. I have a BT in hand and I'm ready for the show. Well, nice of you to join us. Where were you? Last night we had our official Zoom meeting for the folks that we're traveling with on the Prima. Larry, you were not there. We'll have to go over all the Bermuda authorization stuff. But I will say cheers to everyone.
Oh.
I myself am having a homemade Buffalo Trace Old Fashioned.
I actually made a margarita tonight in my Buc-ee's. I know this is a wine glass, but cheers. But I don't like our margarita glasses because they're kind of short like this, and I don't know, they're easy to spill. So I made it. We
don't want you spilling here. Not on the computer.
And we'll see how long.
So cheers to everyone out there.
Paper straw lasts.
We hope you guys are having a fantastic Labor Day. Enjoying it with friends, family. I want to say just something special for Labor Day. And I don't know if I've said this before. Oh my God, hold on, a super chat. Mary Barkley, thank you for the super chat. You're
Mary.
amazing. You are amazing. I just want to say that, a special thanks to all the moms out there for Labor Day. You know, all the ladies that have gone through labor and giving birth, and it's fantastic. I actually made a special video to celebrate Labor Day, to celebrate the moms.
That same thing last year, Jamie, on Labor Day.
I don't know what you're talking about, Sharon. I would never joke around when it comes to an official government holiday.
You know, that's not the Labor Day.
Guys, no one was here last year. I would not have done the same thing last year. There's no way that I would have done that.
Anyway.
Let me see if anyone says in the chat that they think I did that last year. I don't think I did.
Daniel Fields was probably here last year. Daniel?
Daniel Fields is brand new to the chat. He wouldn't even know it.
He would remember.
Mary Barkley just came in, dropped the super chat and says, I have to eat dinner, so catch you on the replay. Mary, thank you so much.
Good night, Mary. Have
Christina V says you did the same thing last year.
See, Christina was around last year too.
And Nancy says, I don't mind the thanks. Thank the union, said Kathy. So same joke last year. Darn it. These guys are too quick for me. But I did make a special Labor Day video of when Sharon was in labor, but I guess you guys don't want to see that. So I guess since no one wants to, no one wants to go along with my joke, I guess I'll just have to take the special labor video of Sharon in labor.
Oh, jeez.
And we'll have to save that for another time. I mean, unless any of the people demand it in the chat. I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
Jose Lara, what's up? Time to crack open a cold one. Cheers to you, buddy. Show us the video, said Donald Nurse Nancy. Guess I'm getting old. I don't remember, said Lindy Lou. Oh, look at that.
Thank you, Larry, for the super chat.
What's it say right there?
Hi from Seattle. Hope everyone had a great Labor Day weekend. We will try to drop in next week. If not, we'll miss y'all. Let's keep cruising.
Those guys can't stop cruising. It's insane.
They are cruising.
Yas travels normally in Vegas Labor and Memorial Weekend from the UK. Bad joke. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'm sorry about that. Jamie did the same thing last year, and we were getting ready for the Mardi Gras group cruise. Said Alfred, AJ, I'm sorry about that. Listen, old jokes die hard. What can I tell you? But listen, I did create a little video, so let's just pretend we're celebrating Labor Day. and to all the ladies. And here's a little something. Sharon, I hope you don't mind. I put this together.
Oh, jeez.
So guys, if I've told you that I used to handle the camera before we did the vlogs, and here's just more proof.
Time to take a break, guys. Go ahead and take a break.
Say hello, Matthew.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at Sharon right there.
Oh, jeez.
There's my beautiful, ready to give birth wife. Look at her. You ever see a woman in labor
I'm ready.
looking so happy?
I hope Matthew's ready.
I hope he is too.
Here's Jamie talking to Mom. Last words before the pregnancy.
Look at your dark hair, Jamie.
You making fun of my hair right there, Sharon? I had zero gray hairs before Matthew was born. Look at that.
Matthew. Aw. Look at him.
I'm reading the comments. They're amazing.
After 39 hours of labor.
He's smiling.
Oh.
He's smiling because he's happy. Look at that big
Oh my God, look at that smile.
Let's see what's happening.
All right, we're back. I'm sorry about that. My joke fell flat this year. I guess I'll have to try to change it up next year. But
Yeah,
I did have that cute little video, and I just thought that would be fantastic. Oh, baby Matthew.
Yes.
That's so sweet. That's so amazing. Big G and Snuggle said, James, we are shocked. What the hell happened to the hair? What happened is I got married. I had a child. I got older. All that kind of stuff. All that kind of stuff. Crazy. He's dreaming of eating pizza, said Scott McNeil. What's up, Scott?
He was.
Sharon hasn't aged a day, but Jamie, oh my. Thank you, Lisa Anderson. You know what? I don't have to take this. I will storm right out of this live stream if I have to.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable. The Prince of Pizza. Thank you. Huddle Adventures. Nice to see everybody. What a handsome baby boy, said Nancy. Very nice. So that was just a little fun. Okay, so Labor Day, we are honoring everyone that works hard for a living, everyone that is out there busting their butt, everyone that supports someone that is out there busting their butt. Here's to you, all the hard workers out there, no matter what you do.
Cheers.
Here's to you. Cheers, everybody. Carla, yes, Matthew knows we showed that. He watched a little bit. And yes, Sharon might have had a little idea too. Let's see. Such a pretty baby. He turned into a very handsome young man. Thank you, Susan White. Thanks for sharing the video, said Kelly Madison. Someone in there said you shouldn't take a video of a woman in labor, but you know, listen, I got the whole thing, guys. I mean, I have the whole darn thing.
All 39 hours.
I have got, well, not 39, but I have it all.
That's 39.
And when I was busy doing what I had to do as a expectant father, Brittany grabbed the camera. Back then it was the old JVC camcorder deal, and she grabbed the camera, and let's just say I could relive that birth at any moment in full. I'm just going to leave it there. That's all I'm saying.
My God.
You guys are following me. All right, listen, let's get back to cruising after all that shenanigans. My God about that. Yes, Desiree Hall said, I had 24 hours of labor.
Yeah.
Julie Emma said, I have to admit, Jamie, you did that. Well, Julie, I did edit that video out. I have stuff that should not have ever been recorded. I have pictures of Sharon ready to just tear someone, like the devil was coming out of her at the moment.
Well,
and it was
yeah, I think at hour 38 is when I finally gave in and decided to have an epidural.
Unbelievable.
And it was the first time I had ever had an epidural, so I was scared to death because I didn't plan to have one. And I just couldn't take it anymore, so I gave in. And then, sure enough, an hour later, he came. And then I was like numb for hours. I couldn't even walk.
Yes.
It was a mess.
One moment, Sharon was like, get off of my face. And the next minute, she's like, oh, I'm so glad that you're here for me. Thank you so much. Okay, anyway, people are saying that, Tessa Mon said her stomach's cramping up. All right. Sorry about that. It's a National Geographic film. You're right about that, Kelly. So, all right, so let's get back. So we talked about Master off for crew. That's fantastic. NCL is going to Coke. That's good. If you're a regular in Royal Caribbean and you like using the internet online or on the cruise, you'll be very happy with the fact that Starlink, the whole Elon Musk satellite internet connection that he's got hooked up, has teamed up with Royal Caribbean, and they will be putting that on their ships now. That's kind of cool, right?
And their newer ships have always had pretty good internet. So that's going to be great for them.
It'll be nice because you get on these cruise ships and you're like, okay, I just want to connect a little bit. And I get that there's a lot of people in a small place, but guys, come on. I mean, it's 2022.
And the older
Can you not get a
ships
couple of
are
extra,
really bad
hotspots
sometimes.
on there or something for us? It's unbelievable.
I remember back, I'm trying to remember what ship it was on. I think it was on one of the older Carnival ships, maybe the Miracle or the Legend, maybe the Miracle, where we would have to actually leave our cabin and go out in the hall to sometimes to get into our email or to check, like,
Oh,
we want to
yeah.
go on social media or something like that for a minute, because inside our cabin, we just couldn't get anything.
Yes.
And then as soon as you walked out of the door, then you could get it.
That's right. Aspen ATC, great question. Will the Starlink be more or less expensive? I am not 100% sure. I have to imagine
Plan on more.
that it might come with a little more of a cost. I
And
mean,
maybe not at
you know.
first, but it's going to eventually go up.
Well, I remember when we first used Boom on Symphony of the Seas, we were like, holy cow, this is great. It was a much better connection. And
That's what I
throughout the
said.
ship, and it was fantastic. Yes.
Had pretty good.
Yeah, Z Cruise Show said, yes, I can't wait to do a live show on the Allure of the Seas next year. We had good internet on Norwegian Encore. I remember doing a live stream from the ship, and that came out
Yeah.
good. And a couple of them were very hit or miss, but yeah, it's more nightmare than anything else. A lot of cruisers would like to go live and show you guys more stuff on the ship, but you can be in one spot where your connection is great and you can see everything clear, and 10 feet down the way, it's just a pixelated hot mess. So it really stinks. There you go. Stephen Ames says, hello, Sharon at Sea. How are you?
Oh, hello, Steve.
Hello, Stephen. Let's see. Big Gene Jungle says, Cruise, do you put a master key for your cabin if you're traveling with other family members in the groups? Well, no, we don't give it to other family members if they're not in our cabin, but if you're in our cabin, you get a key, if that's what you're asking. I've heard mixed reviews on Starlink, said Amy Franzak. They tried it out on Freedom of the Seas and had a lot of good luck with it. So we'll see if it'll let people work. Yeah, Daniel Field says it might let people work from the ship.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Listen,
There's a lot of people that are able to travel a lot with their jobs. So if they had great internet, it would make them, they could travel more.
Listen, fine, maybe a lot of the other vloggers, like maybe Tony from La Lita Loca, will finally get to spend more time on a cruise ship. Maybe D&J from Para DJ will get some more time. I'm teasing. I'm totally jealous. They're cruising so much. But no, it'll be great for everybody, and you can work, and it'll be nice because something like people always say, oh well, you got to put your phone in the safe and shut it down when you're on the cruise. Who wants to connect to the real world? But sometimes you just have to, right? It's part of life. It's part of your everyday activity.
I think that's people that have, a lot of them times they have stressful jobs. They go on vacation to get away from their jobs. They don't really want to work, on their vacation, and that's their week or two that they have off for the entire year, and they just want to shut it down. And I understand that, because
totally,
sometimes you need to do that.
But sometimes you want to upload pictures of your cruise so you can let all your family know that you're having the greatest time in the world, and they're stuck at home watering your garden and letting your dogs out. So that's always a fun thing too. Yes, Laura from Huddle Adventure says, I work remote on the cruise ships. It would be such a blessing. The best thing that could happen for you would be that you can make phone calls from the cruise ship. But unfortunately, you'd probably have to sit in the cabin on hold for an hour and a half every day, because you do a lot of that stuff. Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's not as bad. Well, one cruise line's still a little bad. It's not too bad.
This kind of comment.
Most everything can be done online.
This comment's going to get my attention every time. JJ702, let's go Chargers. Do you guys know if Carnival offers a VIP lounge at the port of Galveston? Right now, no.
Not right now.
Right now, they don't. They are still dragging their feet with the whole new way of booking people by times and not by loyalty tiers, which is a bummer. And when they did have a VIP lounge, it wasn't much to write home about. So far,
Not in Galveston at the Carnival terminal. No.
Yes,
but they do have one, but it's not in. I guess you could say it's not in use right now.
well, we've been in a few platinum and diamond, little areas waiting to get on the cruise ship. And they have some water and maybe some nice iced lemonade, and it's a little quieter in there. Yeah, but it's nothing fancy.
Yeah, it's just an area to
now,
wait. It's not as crowded. Well, you wait to get on.
Who's got the bomb VIP lounge to wait in?
Norwegian.
Norwegian. We were lucky enough to wait in there, and it was the finger foods, unbelievable. It was fantastic. Let's see. The Z Cruise Show said, question, what do you think about the short clips we can make on YouTube? If you guys are talking about shorts, I think that
from your phone.
Yes, shorts can be helpful in maybe bringing some people to the channel, although they're not going to be much as far as monetizing or making any money if you're trying to do it for profit or run YouTube as a business. But you know, they can be a little fun. We've made a few shorts, but I don't know. Sometimes we talk about doing more, and then we don't, and then we do one, and
yeah, they can.
I don't know. They can be very hit or miss.
And they, you know, sometimes bring people to the channel, but they're not really. I guess they don't make much. They don't really make any money.
That's right.
Like that.
Oh, Crazy Thai Traveler. Great question. Who has? All right, Sharon. Let's hear which cruise line has the longest hold time and the worst hold music. Outstanding
worst
question.
hold music. Okay. Currently, now this changes all the time, and this is just recently. It's Norwegian. They're the longest hold time right now. Now, in the past, they've been one of the quickest ones, but lately, for some reason, they have a long hold time. So long that they will actually call you back. You can put your number in, they'll call you back. So you don't really have to wait on hold. You just put your number in, they'll give you a call back in an hour or so when they're available. So it's not like you really have to wait, but you just have to wait to get whatever you want to get done. And the others aren't too bad right now. In the past, some of the others were horrible. Like Princess was horrible. They're not as bad anymore.
Wow.
But hold music, I'm going to say Viking for the hold music, because it's not that it's bad. It's actually very relaxing. But when you get on hold with Viking, you got to call it and listen to it sometime. When they play that music, it is slow and it's just so mellow and relaxing. And you could just sit there and fall asleep on the phone if you had to wait for more than 5 minutes. So it's very boring. Music on Viking.
Robbie O'Malley said, I was on hold for Norwegian Cruise Line for 10 hours a few weeks ago. I have screenshots to prove it. Robbie, that is the most unbelievable story I've ever heard. I cannot believe that you would be on hold for that long. I have a feeling that maybe at some point after 2 hours the phone disconnected, but you were such a nice guy that you waited the extra 8 hours to spin and wouldn't pick up again.
Well, I will call them, and sometimes they're calling you back. I'll call from 2 different phones. So I'll have a call out on 2 different phones to see which one calls me back first. And I'll go on about my day and do things. One day, I think I took a shower, got out, things. Well,
Yes.
And then I missed the call one time because they called while I was in the shower. So I was so mad.
You will literally take your phone, go pick up one of the kids from school, and then come home again and still be on hold.
Well, yeah, sometimes I'll have my phone with me. So
Or there are times
if I'm in the car, I can get the call too. But what was it, last week, I think, or the week before, I had called Norwegian, and I'd already gotten everything taken care of that I wanted to, and they had already called me back on one of the phones. So I'd forgotten that the other phone call was still out on the other phone. Well, all of a sudden the phone rang, and it was them the next morning, like literally the next day.
Well, the one thing
I didn't need them anymore.
The one thing that always impresses me about you is that you will call, like I'll be home on a day off during the week, and you're on hold, and then you'll get someone on the phone. And next thing I know, you've got like 5 things to do. You're like, okay, hi, yes, I have a number of things I want to get done. So you will literally accumulate. You will know you're going to be on hold. You'll accumulate things you need to get done, and then you'll knock them all out at one time. Yeah. And I've even seen you. Well, I've even seen you get an email from someone while you're talking to them. You'll handle whatever the email was that came in, and then let the person back go, oh yeah, I got that done. And they're like, you got it done already? And you're like, yeah, I was already on hold, and I just put it right in the mix of all the stuff I had to do. Yeah, sometimes it's just all about timing, but yeah. Oh yeah, Robbie says it was the air department. I don't doubt that. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, the air department on just about all the cruise lines can take a while. Yes. Especially Royal takes a long time there too. Shelly T, all right, I saw you. You made the comment on the video. Now you're coming in here with your thumbs down. I disagree with you. Just got off the NCL Encore in the Haven. They need new menus. Same thing day in and day out is no good. All right, Shelly, I'm glad that you came here to watch the live stream. We're glad you commented on the video. So welcome to the show. And your opinion, your opinion is well taken. I think a lot of times they probably assume that, I don't know, this is what I'm thinking, that they might assume that a lot people are eating in some of the other venues on nights too, and maybe not just eating in there every night, because they do have so many specialty restaurants on board. And when you book
one of the perks with the free at sea perks is, some, depending on how long the cruise is,
Yeah.
so many
Couple of
nights
specialty dining
specialty
deals.
dining. So it's, they probably don't think that everyone's eating in there for 7 nights, maybe. That, I don't know. Maybe that's one reason. But I don't
That could be
mind.
it.
I don't mind having the same menu as long as it's something on there that I like.
Yes. They've been doing it for the Haven dining room, and I mean, if they're going to do it if they're going to do anything particular for guests on Norwegian, it's going to be for the Haven guests. And that program, that whole same menu throughout the duration of the cruise, has worked well for them so far, from what I can tell.
I saw the menu. Well, I saw the menu on for the Prima, the one for the
Yes.
main dining room, and I love it. I think it's great. There's several things on there I like, and I'm kind of simple when it comes to food, so I'm kind of picky too. So I'm perfectly happy with it.
Yes.
I'm gonna love it.
There you go. Yes, Daniel Field's good point. The Haven has their static menu. However, you can just ask them to get you whatever you want from another restaurant, and as long as it's not sushi or teppanyaki, they can probably get their hands on it. Yes, I don't. Yes, no one in the Haven has ever gone without, I'll tell you. But Shelly T, thanks for joining us. Thanks for your thoughts. Your opinion is valid, and we appreciate you sharing it. Robbie said you can order anything from the entire ship to the Haven. Basically, yes. Keep that in mind, boy. If we ever get to eat in there again, that might be fantastic. I'm just gonna ask for some pizza from the buffet. See how that goes. There's some people that are talking about what a great travel professional you are. Very nice. Nautical Nurse Nancy, Cindy Bridges, and a few others.
Thank you.
That is so sweet. Crazy Cat Traveler, it is sad. I was shocked last week when I was not on hold when I had to call Alaska Airlines about a flight change. See, Crazy Cat Traveler wanted to be on hold and she was
Yeah,
shocked.
I know that's happened a couple times to me where
Yes.
I've been in the process of doing other things because I'm expecting to be on hold, and then they answer. I'm like, oh darn, I wasn't ready for them.
Yes. That is right. That is right. Thomas Kuykendall said, I'm making a port stop in Bermuda on a transatlantic on Carnival in October. Can I avoid the $40 Bermuda arrival charge by staying on the ship?
No. You're going to have to do the travel authorization to even get on that ship. So you're going to have to pay for it and
Yes.
make sure you have your travel authorization number before you can board the ship.
We're literally going through that right now. There are a lot of changes, right? Everything's fluid, but we're at a point now where almost every port stop, every cruise line, everything can now handle vaccinated, unvaccinated, testing and not testing, depending on your situation. But we are going to Bermuda here in a month on the Prima. That's one of our stops. And yes, we have to do the travel authorization. And the wording is weird, right? Because it says that in order to get off the ship, you have to have done that. But in order to get on the ship,
You have to
have done that. Because that's one of the stops. And I think that's one of the things that they do is they just say, we're not going to mess around. We don't want someone who didn't do what they had to do to find a way to sneak off and get off the ship and then raise holy hell and ruin the relationship the cruise line has with
and
Bermuda.
too, if you're going to Bermuda now, you still have to test. So unfortunately, we're still going to have to test pre-cruise. We're not getting out of that.
Unless anything changes in the next 3 weeks.
We're hoping we wouldn't have to do that again for any of our upcoming cruises. But one more time.
Yes. Oh my God! Did you just throw you just swirled your drink so hard
I did.
that a strawberry just fell on my
Oh well.
Like, you better pick it up because the dog's gonna eat that, and it's got a toothpick in it. We're gonna have to change the trajectory of the show immediately. JJ702, thank you for the super chat. I don't know what your message was, but it was retracted. We'll throw it out there again and we'll read it. And thank you so much for the support for the
Thank you,
channel.
JJ702.
That's right. Sugar said, I'm excited for the new menu because I usually get 3 specialty dinings and I usually miss the things I like. See, that's another way to look at it. So, Shelly, we understand your point. Others have some different views of it.
That's one thing with Carnival. They always have, they don't have the same menu. It's a different menu each night. But, like the first night of a 7-night cruise, they have the same thing usually on all the ships. The second night, the same thing. Third night. So, and there's certain nights that they have things that I like. And other nights, I'm like, oh, there's really nothing on the menu I care for. I could eat something, but, I could take it or leave it.
That's right.
So this way, I like it because, I don't have to worry about what's on the menu that night. And I can do the specialty dinings whatever night I want. I know the same thing's going to be there when I come back to the rest.
Everyone's got their own taste, but when we looked at the new Prima menu, we were like, I like almost everything I'm seeing here. So that was cool. But I
Yeah.
guess there's some people that have their favorites. Something might be missing. You were excited because creme brulee was on the dessert menu,
Yeah.
and you said you don't care if you have to eat anything. You'll eat scrambled eggs for dinner if you have to, as long as you get your creme brulee for dessert. So
Yeah, creme brulee.
you were good. You were good.
And carrot cake. And I love carrot cake too. That's my second favorite dessert on cruise.
I see your comment, Gina. We'll get to that in a minute. All right. So also welcome the Ship Show, John from the Ship Show. Bagak to you, my friend. John and I are getting ready to do what not many people get to do. We are going to be hosting a rockin' out party in Las Vegas in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks from now. So if you haven't done it yet, book your room. Meet us in Vegas on the 17th and 18th, Saturday and Sunday. Come party with John and myself at the Beer House right next to New York Hotel and Casino on Saturday night, and all day Sunday at Tom's Urban. We're going to be watching football and partying all day long, and it's going to be fantastic. So good to see you, my friend John. I cannot wait to hang out with you. But listen, remember the nail polish? We'll talk about that later. I can't get into it here on the live stream. People may not know what I'm talking about. It might be a little bit of a weird conversation. Let's see. Big G and Snuggle said, cheers, Sharon, Shaza. I hope Boswell and Lucy are living it up. Oh. They are. They're running around the house right now as we speak. They sure are. Tina Warren posted, just got off Quantum of the Seas this morning from Cruise to Alaska. We had an engine fire. We did have that. It's something to talk about.
Yeah.
Crew running around with life jackets on. It seemed like a scene from Titanic.
Oh, no. That would be scary.
Oh, my God.
It's scary.
Yes, we'd be freaking out. So I'm glad that everything's okay. And we know it turned out to be an engine fire that was pretty quickly resolved from what we understand. So glad you guys are all right. But it happens to everybody. I know Carnival's mishaps seem to get promoted in the news on a wide scale. But it happens to all the cruise lines. Yeah. They all have their mishaps and their issues and their drama and all that kind of stuff. Let's see. Wendy Johnson said, Sharon has gotten me wanting to try skillet cakes and the French toast on Carnival. She has a sweet tooth like me.
Yeah, I do have a sweet tooth. I do.
You do. Robbie, we are excited to see you on the Prima as well, my friend. We cannot wait. It's going to be fantastic. Gina Bird had a question. Gina, let me get to your question right here. Hold on. I don't want to lose the question.
Who was right about what?
She said, who was right about the family in Virginia? Sharon, did you want to answer Gina Bird's question?
I thought I was.
No, I told you that when they came to visit, Matthew was little, and my uncle even commented on Matthew chasing them around.
I don't remember that. So, and we never looked it up last night. We'll have to let you know later.
Gina, who do you think is right? Tell us in the chat. Do you believe me? Do you think that my memory and recollection is accurate with my family? Or do you think Sharon really remembers 17 years ago my aunt and uncle even coming by to visit? Let's be honest about that. Thank you very much.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you. Gina's talking about, we had something come up in our little Zoom call yesterday about what we're doing. When we are on the Prima, one of our stops is Norfolk, Virginia. And I don't know if I've mentioned it here, but I have family there, and I haven't seen these folks in 16 years, is my recollection. And so, and you say 18, I say 16. Matthew's, of course, 17 and a half or a quarter, whatever. So, and a half, I should say. So our plan is to get off the ship and go visit with them and have lunch with them and see some family, which is something I've never done on a cruise. So, so it was so funny. My aunt and uncle are a little bit older, and so when I told them, I said, "Hey, we're gonna come and we'll get off the ship. We'll take an Uber. We'll come hang out with you." So my aunt goes, "All right. Well, if there's anything you need, like we don't have any booze or any beer or anything like that." And I'm like, "What do you? That's okay. I don't have to just come there. Like, what do you think, that I'm just constantly drinking on the cruise the entire time?
Just to visit.
Please order in some tequila and some bourbon and some vodka. I mean, how dare you? It is so funny.
There'll be plenty of drinks on the ship.
Yeah, we'll be okay. We'll be okay for sure. Yes. Yachts Travel. There are people on the Prima now. Some people went over the pond, those dirty rascals, to get a head start and check out the Prima. But we're super excited to be on there in October and take you with us. I'm pumped up to spend a little time in New York beforehand, getting on the ship, seeing a lot of our friends, seeing Robbie, who's in the chat now. It's going to be It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm super stoked.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right, listen, we had some more cruise stuff to talk about. If you're following along, you know that Carnival has acquired a couple of ships from Costa, their sister cruise line, right? And they recently acquired the Costa Luminosa.
Yeah.
Am I saying that right?
Yeah, a lot of people are excited to get on that.
They are. Now, that ship's going to be rebranded as a Carnival ship. It's not, from what we understand, it's not going to get the 2.0 upgrades. No guys, no blue iguana, nothing like that. But it may have the color and the theme and get switched over that way.
It's own kind of look, although
Yes.
it is a Vista class ship, but it's going to have its own.
It is. If you've been on,
different.
if you've been on the Vista, Panorama, Horizon, then the ship will be kind of the same build. It was made at the same time, but for Costa Cruise Lines. And in addition to the Firenze, which will be sailing out of Long Beach, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, I did write it down. And the Venezia, which will be sailing out of New York City. Those are the Costa Cruise Line ships. Those ships, the Firenze and the Venezia, will keep their Italian heritage appeal and their look, from what Carnival is saying. So I'm looking forward to checking out the new Carnival ships that won't look like a Carnival ship.
Yeah, you'll be on one of them. I don't know which one yet. But.
Well, I'll tell you what, it'll be easy to get on the one that's leaving out of Long Beach.
That's the plan right now, so we'll see.
So we'll see what happens. The good news, if you're going to be sailing on the Carnival celebration in the near future, they have started sea trials. The ship is out. I'm sure they're putting the finishing touches on things. They're out at sea. They're testing the ship, and everything looks like it's, knock on wood, on time. Yeah. So that is fantastic and good to hear that. And one note, speaking of Long Beach or West Coast sailings, guys, it's that time of year again. What time of year is it?
Hurricane season.
It's hurricane season. Tropical Storm Kate. Is it Kate? Tropical Storm Kate is coming up from the Pacific, the south, on the Pacific side, just a little bit south of Mexico, the Baja Peninsula. So if you're going to be on the Panorama or Navigator of the Seas in the next week, you may have to go a little bit out of your way to dodge that storm. And at the moment, I don't know of any storms that are coming in on the East Coast.
I'm surprised that.
But there will be, guys.
Caribbean yet, but
there will be. Those things are going to be coming, and it's going to be wild and crazy. So hang in there for that ride. We're going to be traveling out of New York, going down to Virginia, and then over to Bermuda. We may or may not have anything to worry about, so we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Cruise question: do you ever start your meal experience with dessert when you're cruising?
Well. Technically, no.
Technically, yes.
But that's what I say. But they do have the cheese platter on the dessert menu, and many times we order the cheese platter as an appetizer. So kind of like, I guess, we're ordering dessert first, but I don't really call a cheese platter dessert, even though it's on the dessert menu.
Y'all's Travel says the beer house is great in Vegas, but $14 a pint right now. That's an outrage. Ooh. But that's okay. We'll have a few pints, and then we may... for the folks that are hanging out, and once we're done at the beer house, we usually go over and get a few tables in front of the, right on the strip in front of New York, and commandeer a few tables. We may or may not have a few bottles of Buffalo Trace there for some sipping and having some cigars. So that'll be how we end the night on Saturday for sure. Yeah.
Desiree Hall said she loves carrot cake too.
She said you love carrot cake.
I know, that's what I said. When we were on the Encore, I ordered in the local. I ordered carrot cake. They have it there, and in Oceans on the Breakaway, they have carrot cake on the menu. And every time I went there, I ordered carrot cake too.
Yes, you're a carrot cake fiend.
I love carrot cake.
Now, which one's better though, carrot cake or creme brulee?
They're just totally different. So it depends on your mood, what you're in the mood for. I like them both.
Anyone I would have asked would bet everything they own, including their mortgage, on the fact that it's creme brulee number one.
Yeah, creme brulee. But if I want something more cakey, more filling, I'll go with carrot cake.
Did you say cakey?
Cakey, yeah.
I don't know what cakey means, but okay. Let's see. How do you feel?
If I was really hungry, I would probably pick the carrot cake. Otherwise, the creme brulee.
Tess, that's right here at the bottom of my sheet. Carnival curfew. I feel like, all right, so let me tell you this.
Well, it's funny. We mentioned that to Matthew. Matthew had his own opinion about the curfew. He says that Carnival has always had the curfew, but they just don't enforce it, along with the other cruise lines. He says that they all have the 1 o'clock curfew, but it's just not enforced. And I remember cruising several times when Matthew was a little younger in the kids' clubs, and I always thought they had the 1 o'clock curfew. To my knowledge, they did. But yeah, I don't think it was enforced. So
Unbelievable.
I guess they plan to enforce it now.
I just have to go back to this. Gina Bird said, I'm going with Sharon. Gina, that's an issue.
Yes.
That's a problem that we're
You
going
know
to
I'm
have. I
always
can't
right.
believe you would side with Sharon. You and I will have to have a one-on-one discussion about this in New York City, but that's not cool. That is not cool at all. B-State 67, what's going on? Lovely to see you. Thank you so much for sharing all of your adventures, being back on the Vista with Savannah. That was fantastic, and we know you and your awesome wife, Michelle, had a great time. So thank you, dude, for doing all that. He said, would timing been bad if we had been on the ship in our Titanic outfits, talking about it being unsinkable when the fire broke out?
Oh
Yes,
my
that would
gosh.
not have been a good thing.
That would have been crazy.
You would have been appropriately dressed for the muster station if it was 100 years ago. You're right about that. Unbelievable. Let's see. We had 4 cocktails in Vanderpump Gardens in Vegas, and it was $120. Prices are stupid now, and been going for 15 years. Well, luckily for anybody that we might see in Vegas, I'm driving to Vegas, and I will have one backpack with clothing and one carry-on suitcase with booze.
Oh my
Boom. No problem there. Sees your travel said we're jumping on a ship for 4 days Thursday, hoping hurricanes stay away. We are hoping that too for you guys. Lovely to see you, Melissa. How you doing? Great to have you. Let's see. Daniel Fields pointing out that he often finishes salad. I often finish a meal with the included salad. Daniel, I don't know if that's part of a conversation you're having, or if you're just sharing that in general, but I appreciate the information. And give Nancy a hug for us, please, if you don't mind.
Actually, that's my kind of meal. I love sweets and I eat a lot of sweets, but a lot of times I'll eat like a salad and then I'll just have a bunch of dessert. So
Yes.
I don't eat like a ton of food, but I do eat a ton of sweets.
Yes, your diet, your meal is crazy. Speaking of meal, guy. Okay, so we covered all of our stuff there. I know he's not here, but can we just say a special happy cruising to Timothy Walters? Timothy, if you watch the replay ever, hope you're having a great time on your cruise. Our good dear friend, a regular here in the chat, Timothy Walters, is cruising right now, and we hope that he is having a blast.
Yeah.
He's earned it, he deserves it, and we hope it's an awesome experience for him. So good for you. Let's see. I wrote another note here, and I can't read what I wrote, so don't worry about it. It's shenanigans, and we don't have to pay
Adventure
attention.
says we were in Vegas in March of 2021. It felt like they jacked up the prices to make the losses due to the pandemic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I think a lot of places,
a
a lot of places have done that, I think.
We'll be okay. Listen, I'll have a few beers and maybe a drink somewhere. Listen, if you want to talk about losses in Vegas, there'll be way more losses in the casino than there will be at the bar. I can tell you that right now. I will tell you that right now. And the rooms are out of control that weekend. I get it. I understand. But if you're going to come hang out with John and myself, the Jimmy and Johnny, hold on. I have something here I can just put up here. Can I promote really quick? Let me just promote this. Johnny and Jimmy's Coop and Crew meetup. That's right. Saturday, 9/17, 5 p.m. at the Beer House right outside of New York. And Sunday, we're going to meet at 9:30 in front of Tom's Urban. I've secured an area for at least 25 people to watch football all day. If there's more, then more the merrier, no problem. And we're going to be doing that too. And guys, I'm not here to name drop, but let me tell you right now, there's going to be a lot of big names there. John from the Ship Show is going to be there. I'm going to be there. Sharon is not going to be there, unfortunately. But some guy named Tony from La Lido Loca is going to be there as well. So that's going to be a darn good time, and we're going to be having a blast. So don't miss out on that fun. Come to Vegas and hang out. You don't have to stay on the Strip. We'll be at Excalibur, but you don't have to stay there. You can go stay wherever you want, off the Strip, Henderson, California Drive-In, whatever you got going on. Just come hang out with us, and it'll be fantastic. We'll have a great time. All right, let's see what else we got going on here, Sharon. Let's jump back in the chat. You guys have been awesome tonight. Thank you for the engagement and for having a whole lot of fun. Oh my God, there's still 245 people here. You guys are fantastic. We love it. We are loving this. I'm loving it. Let's see. What else do we have?
Everyone will be out at barbecues today.
No, the barbecues are done. Everyone's like a little bit drunk right now. They're back. They're drinking water. They're probably eating. They're trying to feel better.
Get ready for work.
Big Pap is in the house. What's up, Big Pap? Lovely to see you. How many carrots go into a carrot cake?
Wow.
Cheers, Jamie. You look thirsty. Thank you.
I guess you can put as many as you want. I don't know.
You can put as many as you want.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that I look thirsty. And I look great in my new Charger shirt, don't I? Well, let me get back to it so you guys can see that. Let me see what it looks like on YouTube. It's looking fantastic.
Very patriotic.
It is. And I'm happy to say, guys, I don't know if you followed along with my adventures, and I really haven't talked about it much, but I've dropped some pounds, and I'm very, very excited about that as I work towards dropping some more pounds. I have a goal weight, and I'm getting there. And can I just brag for a minute? If that's okay? Is it okay that I brag? Yeah. I'm down like 35 pounds. 35 pounds I am down. And I couldn't be happier about it.
You've been sticking to your diet.
I've been sticking to my diet. I'm doing the right thing. I'm making the right decisions. If anyone wants to know the secret to how I am losing the weight, let me know in the Cruise Crew. You can post in the Sharon@Sea Cruise Crew on Facebook. If you're not a member, join us over there. Post your experiences, your fun, your pictures, your videos, anything about cruising. Ask questions of the group. And I will tell you all of my secrets and how you too can do it. I know there's a lot of people out there working on losing weight for cruising, and it is challenging. It is not easy at all. But if you have the willpower, and you are prepared to make a few sacrifices, you can get it done. And I myself am ready, because at this rate right now, I will be unveiling a brand new line of Speedos on the Vlogger Extravaganza cruise that everyone's going to want to take a look at. So I'm super excited about that. Thank you, Sue O'Connor. That's right. I am looking for some cheap praise, and I appreciate you saying that. Thank you, Pam Humpert Zoomian. One of the favorite names I've ever said on the live show. Pam S. said, woohoo, Jamie. Thank you. It's going to be awesome. Barb Smith said there's a big fight that night. You know, Barb, that's one of the reasons why the room rates are skyrocketing that night. It's also the Raiders' first home game, I guess, that weekend. So we'll see.
Watch the...
Julie Amos said 35 pounds, something to brag about. Thank you. Thank you, Marty Wise. I did weight loss surgery and changed my diet. I'm down over 100. That is insane. Congratulations, brother.
That's great, Marty.
Down 35 pounds. It's now time for tight white pants. Beauty and the Bomb Travels. Larry, yeah. I will rock.
Hey, he's gonna have his white pants.
I will rock. Can I guarantee this?
I don't know if you'll have them for the premium, but
yeah. No, that's what he's talking about.
Oh, that's right.
Can we guarantee, Larry, that I will have white slacks on the Prima?
Yeah, but I told you need to get out shopping soon and get them, or you're not going to be able to find them, because, you know, they're starting to put the winter clothes out, and the white clothes are going to be gone. You know.
All I'm saying, Larry, is that if I can find some white slacks, I'll wear them. Here's a funny story. Not too long ago, Sharon bought me a pair of shorts that were white with anchors on them, and she's like, "Oh my God, I got you these shorts. These are great." And I was like, "Okay, I'll try them." Well, when I first put them on, they were a little tight. And I was like, I can't really fit into these right now. Well, now, the other day, I went to try them on. I go, these are too loose. I can't wear these anymore. She's so mad at me.
Got to be kidding. And
so mad at me.
I had a chance to wear them. And now, they don't sell them at the store anymore. I can't even get another pair.
We'll be okay. I'll put a belt on just for you. Daniel Field says, white pants are available on Amazon all year long. Thank you about that. I appreciate it. Desiree Hall says, go ahead and brag. Big G and Shuckle said, you don't need to diet. Just stay away from sugar and flour. Then you will shed weight by the ton.
That's
part of what I'm doing. That's part of what I'm doing. Crazy Cat Travel said, Jamie, shame on you wearing white after Labor Day.
Oh.
Listen, let me tell you something, Crazy Cat Traveler. I read up on that today because I knew that with goofing about Labor Day with babies and pregnant people, I knew I had to know the real deal if somebody called me out. So wearing white after Labor Day was an indicator that you were in a position that you could vacation and travel after Labor Day in the fall and the winter. Most hardworking folks in the past would just take one vacation a year. That was usually summertime. Usually like coincided with kids and school and stuff like that. So I'm here to tell you that not that I'm any more well-to-do than anyone else, but our plans have us vacationing in the fall and the winter. Therefore, I can wear white. So how do you like that? I did my homework on that, girl. I hope you're proud of me. What benefits do I get with booking with Sharon compared to the cruise websites at Samuel Jackson? Sharon, tell Samuel Jackson, by the way, I love you in Pulp Fiction, but go ahead and tell him what kind of benefits do you get booking with the travel agent? What are the perks?
Well, part of it depends on what cruise line and what sailing it is. Sometimes there's extra perks through the agency I work for. But worst case scenario, you're never going to pay more than you would with the cruise line. It's going to be the same price, and I will do all the legwork for you. I monitor for price drops up until you sail. I'm there for any problems you might have. You know, if you book air through the cruise line, anything like that, and you have issues, I'm just there so you don't have to call and wait on hold with the cruise lines and deal with all that. So I take care of all that for you. And sometimes you can get a better price too.
You are selling yourself short. All right, what Sharon will do is when you contact Sharon at sharonatsea@gmail.com, she will pull it up. If you've cruised before, you may have deals or options out there for you that you're not aware of. And she may be able to see those if you don't know where to look for those for yourself. Also, she can sometimes see cabins available that the normal person can't see.
I can see more cabins that are available.
That's right.
They don't always show all of them on the main website sometimes, and so I have availability to see those.
Now, you can plan all of your events, all your activities. You can go online and book all your excursions, your dining, whatever you want, no matter what the cruise line. The only thing is that the travel agent is the one that has to post the payment on your behalf. And that's all that's really the only big difference.
Yeah.
And you have somebody that, like you said, wait on hold for you, answer your questions. If you're in a pickle or a situation, they can guide you through it. I've literally seen Sharon make calls late at night to emergency phone number to help someone that was in a place with a different time zone who had a situation with a transfer, if I'm not mistaken, and
a
flight and stuff like that. So those are things that she can do for you. And you're supporting a small business. And instead of getting caught up in the conglomerate, you have one person working for you on your behalf that actually cares. So that's the deal. That is the deal. Let's see. What else do we have? Oh my God. Carl McClendon, there looks to be a wild question. I'm going to have to show this because that's what we do here.
What's that?
Let's see. Melanie Davis has a question. How do you handle when the people next door at the adjoining room are doing things that they shouldn't be doing and making a lot of noise? I went to get service and nothing was done. It's a tricky situation because you may have gone to guest services, and by the time guest services got back, the noise wasn't being made anymore. Hopefully they finished by then. And if they can't smell what you're smelling actively, then that could be a situation. And there are a lot of fine lines. I mean, it's just like anything else. They have to watch themselves. If they accuse the wrong person of the wrong thing, they're going to open themselves up for a lawsuit. So people need to be literally caught in the act with with no doubt that you are the guilty party in order to bust somebody for that kind of stuff. We've smelt it before. We've heard noises before on a cruise as well. And the only thing you can do is put the pillow over your ears, go to bed, and it'll usually be done by the morning. And that's really the reality of it. It could happen at a hotel. I mean, it's happened to us in Vegas, and it could happen on a cruise.
As far as the smell or anything, if it's really, really bad, you can go to guest services and see if there are any other available rooms that they could move you to. Sometimes they will do that if there are available rooms. A lot of times the ships are sold out these days, though. And so, sometimes that's tricky.
There you go.
Hard to do. Or maybe there's not a room, maybe there's only interiors left. You're in a balcony or something like that. So, but that's something that possibly could be done.
There you go. Here's something. Let me post it. Yaz Travel said, you'll be going through an agent in the UK. I always get the drink package thrown in. Well,
it depends.
It really depends. An agency isn't going to pay for a drink package that isn't part of the cruise already. I can tell you that right now.
If they paid for the entire drink package on a cruise, they would be putting money out of their own pockets and not even making any money.
Yes.
So it depends on the agent you go through. If it's like a third-party person, like a big company, like what are some of them, like the vacations2go.com and things like that, then they're able to do that because they buy up a bunch of kind of like cabins ahead of time and then sell them off. So they buy them up cheaper, sell them off. So they're able to do certain things like that. But just a regular agent person that's working on their own, they really can't do that without taking a loss.
Well, I've heard of a lot of people getting back to the whole travel agent thing. There are these online companies, and they have a lot of money backing them up. So what they do is they can go to a popular cruise or something that they know is going to be a desired destination and a cruise for a certain time period, and they can secure financially a lot of rooms by putting the down payment down and locking in those rooms under their own name. Then they can set up their people who book in those cabins, and when they do that and they get that many rooms, they will get perks added on for being the ones that get all those rooms. Am I right so far?
Sorry, I was reading the stuff. Yeah, something,
okay,
yeah.
and they'll do that. So they can then offer a few things that maybe the individual cruiser can't. So if you see someone saying, I booked this cruise with X cruise with whoever online, but I saved $100. Well, that's because they probably secured the rooms 10 months ago or 6 months ago when they were less than they are now. But the flip side of that is that when you need help, when you need someone, when you need to call, when you need to make a change, when something's gone wrong,
sometimes with big companies,
it can be challenging.
it's
Or
hard to get hold of someone.
if you cancel your cruise, you've had people contact you saying, I have a cruise, I canceled it, I can't get a hold of someone to help me. Will you help me out with this? Can you assist me? So those things can happen. So the good and the bad of working with a large conglomerate or an online company is that you might save a few bucks on the front end on occasion, but the challenge on the back end of getting a hold of them, getting issues resolved or refunds if you change your mind or you cancel the cruise,
I know,
could drive you nuts.
Another place that people will get deals and things at is Costco. And if everything runs smooth, it's a great deal. You can usually save money, get extra perks at Costco, all kinds of things. But if things don't go well, you need to cancel or something, sometimes it can go the whole opposite direction. I have had a couple different people reach out to me where they actually, it was a nightmare and they ended up losing quite a bit because they ended up having to cancel, and it was, kind of a nightmare at Costco. So
there you go. Melanie, it sounds like you may have had a unique situation with that much noise and that much pot smell. Yes, I definitely would have called them the front desk and asked them to come up over and over and over again until it was resolved. Unfortunately, that's going to happen anywhere you go, and it could have just been the luck of the draw. Mary Graydon, yes, Sharon works with Canadians. Oh. Sharon, you're not anti-Canadian, are you?
No,
you love the Canucks, don't you?
Yes, I have booked cruises for people that live in Canada, people that live in England.
Thank you.
People that live in Australia. I book them all the time.
Apparently, Mary Graydon heard that you're anti-Canadian. She said, does Sharon work with Canadians?
Stop it, Jamie.
All right. Yes, she does. She can work with anyone from anywhere.
Yeah. In fact, there's a couple different people I saw in the chat from Canada that I have booked cruises.
There you go. Lindy Lou said, I guess that's why it's good to be drunk when you go to bed. Excellent point, Lindy Lou. Thank you for pointing that out and supporting me here in the live stream is what you're doing right there. Let's see. Tony G, yes. Didn't you mention Tony G had a question about the tickets?
Yes, we did. In fact, I was. That's right. Tony's back from his cruise. Yes, we did.
Tony, welcome back from your cruise. We know you had a great time. We appreciate it.
We were going to announce it. So the fields were unable to go on to see use the Pinterest.
The Pinterest tickets. Pinterest is having their own concert. It's amazing. Or the Pentatonics.
Pentatonics. Oh my gosh. I don't know where I was. Pinterest. Okay. Anyway, I got all thrown off there. It's probably the margarita. Anyways. So Diana Gropa, I don't know if she's here tonight, but I did speak with her earlier today, and she is going to be going in the Fields Place.
There you go. All right. So
she is super excited.
So the bottom line is, Tony G, thank you so much for your generosity. Unfortunately, the Fields couldn't go to the Pentatonics concert after they were drawn 2 weeks ago, but we have gone ahead and on our own, we've got a second place, Diana Gropa, who is excited beyond repair.
Yeah, she lives in California, and she is super excited to go.
Beauty and the Bum travels. Larry Bum said, for some odd reason, I hear nothing when I go to bed. I'm surprised because I would expect you would hear the ocean, because I'm pretty sure that Melissa makes you sleep out on the balcony, if I'm not mistaken, because you're a little bit of a loud sleeper, but whatever.
Oh my gosh.
So there you go. Thank you guys for your explanation. I follow a few cruise agents, and when the deal comes up with the drinks, I book it. I'm on Virtuosa in a balcony with full premium extra drinks for €8.99, and I don't know how that compares. But there you go, Yacht Travels. That can happen.
Yeah, and also some cruise lines will have deals where, like certain casino deals for people, where all the drinks are included too, and they have the drink packages included.
Yes.
So that's so it really just depends on the situation.
That's one thing that we think is very cool about Norwegian. Now, obviously, we've cruised Carnival more than any other cruise line, and they are usually a little less expensive. But if you want the drink package or a little bit of dining, they don't have a lot of specialty dining offers, but you'll spend a little more money. And one thing about NCL is it's a little more expensive, but quite often they include 1 to 2 specialty dinings,
Well, if you
drinks,
included
and stuff
though,
like that.
if you included the perks on NCL, if you were going to purchase those with Carnival,
Mm-hmm.
like if you purchase a drink package, purchase some specialty dining, and you ended up purchasing all those things with Carnival, the price is going to be probably the same as Norwegian,
Comparable,
if
right?
not even more sometimes. You know, so it really just depends.
Wendy Johnstone said, Sharon's great. She helped me out, and she called me back right away.
Aw, thank you, Wendy.
Very nice, Sharon. Good job. High five. Atta girl. Atta girl. I'm
Julie
hoping...
said she had a nightmare with the costume too.
I can imagine. Listen, I'm just here to say this, guys, and maybe it's a little selfish of me saying this, but I'm just going to say it right now for everybody in the chat. If every one of you would book your cruises with Sharon, I could quit my job and work for her full time. Okay? I could be done with paint. I could be here with you making videos, having content. I could be doing all of that if you would all just simply contact Sharon for all of your cruises. All whatever, how many people are here? I don't know. There's 100 and 120, 208 people left here. Please, just contact Sharon so I can semi-retire and work full-time for Sharon, please. I'm ready for it. Let's see. Cheers. Big Gene Snuggles keep saying cheers like they just want me to keep drinking my old-fashioned. Late to the party, but we're here. Hello, everyone. John and Diamond, great to see you, and I cannot wait to see you guys here upcoming as well. It's going to be fabulous. We're going to be seeing them in Vegas. Well, I'm going to see them in Vegas.
You are.
And Vegas is going to be fantastic. Any idea when the 2024 Alaskan cruises will be posted for Royal? Estimated month, said Samuel Jackson.
I know they are going to be putting out some more sailings for 2024. I think later this fall, I heard. I'm not sure which ones. I would assume some of them will be Alaska because usually they usually put them out close to 2 years ahead of time. Because Alaska, people book that up really fast.
You know what, Sharon, all this time I thought that Carla McClendon and I were friends. And then she posted this in the chat. I'm sorry to say, maybe she doesn't want you working with her full time,
there
Jamie.
You go, Carla.
Carla, I thought we were like this.
Yeah,
We're
you hold me up when you're home, and I'm trying to work. You know how it is when you have someone like right there, and they're like talking to you and kind of like, I don't know. You know, you're like, oh, what about this and what about this and you throw me off.
I just want to help. I've got many years of management experience working with situations.
That's why you have your jobs within the Sharonatsea Travel, and I have
This
mine.
is an outrage.
So
I can't believe
it. Your jobs.
You are throwing me under the bus live here
Travel.
on the live stream. I can't believe it.
You keep
my
to
God.
the editing. The editing is your job.
Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. Carla, I can't believe you would say that. I'm devastated. Messy Shack said smash the like button. Thank you, Messy Shack. Nice of you to say that. We appreciate that. Jamie, I gave her 5 of my cruises. What more do you want? Julie Amos, thank you. John and Diamond, yes, we'll see you in Vegas. I'm waiting on Royal 2024. Feels like it's taking forever, said Crazy Cat Traveler. Chicago Charlie's in the chat. Hello.
Michelle Staten said earplugs.
Earplugs are the answer. Yes, and if your better half is a snorer, the earplugs will help as well. Like I have to wear earplugs sometimes because Sharon snores a lot. But Jimmy always has his hand in the cookie jar. James, you hit a nerve there. Big Gene Snuggles, you're right about that. Chip Show said this is an outrage. Every time Jamie and I are talking, Sharon is talking. Yes, thank you. You're right about that.
Yeah, sometimes I am working and you guys are talking.
John and I are talking. We're trying to have a conversation probably about something important, cruising or drinking or cruising or Vegas or more Vegas. And you're talking over top of us.
Yeah.
Fun times with Taz says, poor Jamie. Thank you. There is a little bit of sympathy out there for me, and I appreciate that very much. Colin and Kyle defend us. Hello, nice to see you guys. Thank you for joining us. All right, Sharon, what else do we have going on tonight? It's been a solid hour and 10 minutes, and I know we're not usually the ones that say, hey, it's an hour, goodbye, we got to get out of here. But you probably do have phone calls you have to make and work you have to do, don't you? You're a busy lady. Tracy Delibero, I'm thinking of going on Oasis next May. Any feedback on that ship? Also, what are your thoughts on booking a guaranteed balcony?
If the price is right, if it's I guess for us, I think if the price is right, if you're getting a good savings, I would definitely book a guaranteed balcony, even if the location maybe isn't the best. you're still saving a lot of money. And the chances are that, you might get something even better. And then I don't know. We've done that before. We booked a couple different guarantees, and we actually got lucky, and we got a room kind of on a higher deck, and it was a good location.
There you go.
So,
The Oasis class ships are gorgeous,
They are.
huge, monstrous ships. So get ready for that. They're beautiful, and I think you'll have a great, great time.
Yeah.
Jamie Wilhite said, but Jamie Sharon is management at SAST. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate that. Thank you.
That's right. So get
Bonnaby's
out of-
Vacation
get
said,
out of
I'm
my
doing my share with 6 of my 7 cruises on the books. She is amazing. That is fantastic. Party on the Sea said, the Luminosa is the Spirit class. The Venezia and Firenze are Vista. Did I get that? Did I mistake that?
I think you did. You did say Vista.
I thought that the Luminosa was a Vista and the Venezia and Firenze were different ones. I'm not sure. All right, Party on the Sea, we will check that out and see if we can get to the right thing. I may have misspoke like I'm known to do on occasion. Carla said, I still love you, Jamie. Thank you very much. I always try to wear, I am always afraid to wear earplugs on a ship in case an emergency happens to Julie Amos. See, that's a good point.
That's true, yeah.
Charles Holland's in the house. What's going on, Charles? Sue O'Connor, good night. Have a great, great night. What I learned, I see more NCL and Jamie and Sharon's future, said Daniel Fields. That is right, my friend.
Yeah.
You are right about that.
I have a feeling after we get on the Prima, the Breeze might move down to number 2.
Unbelievable. What about the celebration?
And I didn't.
It could move to 3rd? Let's see what happens.
Yeah, it would probably be number 30.
Carla said, Party on the Sea is correct on the class of ships. All right, I flipped them around. You're right, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, because I love the Mardi Gras. When we were on the Mardi Gras, it was a great ship. I loved everything about it, but I still like the Breeze more. I just felt like I was on vacation on a cruise ship on the Breeze.
Unbelievable. CMPJ 519 is a question. What ships have you sailed out of Long Beach? Splendor?
Splendor.
Miracle?
Yeah, Miracle.
Panorama? Navigator of the Seas?
Inspiration.
I think that's it.
One more.
Oh, Wendy Johnson just said, seems like you do have it on the Miracle. I didn't find any videos anyways. No, we were on the Miracle.
Let's see. Oh, actually, the very first time we vlogged, our very first cruise that we vlogged
Radiance.
on YouTube.
Thank you, Daniel.
Was the Miracle.
Yes, you got to go way back into the archives for that one.
It was our very first video. It was our very first packing video for that cruise.
The quality is like a 4 out of 10.
Gosh.
Please, you got to give us a break on that one.
Oh, that was crazy. I remember that packing video. We were in our bedroom packing for that cruise. We had the camera set up. Yeah, that's an old one.
There you go. There you go. Yes, a couple of folks. Larry Baum, Daniel Fields said the Radiance.
Oh, yeah, the Radiance. Yeah.
Panorama is still my favorite ship, said Julie Amos. We love that ship. We had a great time on there.
Yeah.
Sig Cruiser, what's up? Said, I'm looking to do a solo cabin on Prima, just trying to find the best time. I don't know, is there a good time of year for solos or versus non-solos? Or you might just have to wait a little bit until the excitement of it slows down and the bookings slow down a little bit, and then get right in there.
Yeah, I mean, it's just pricey right now, but
For sure.
As they get ready for the Viva and things slow down,
The Viva, which is slightly delayed, by the way.
Yeah, the prices will go down a little bit. I know, and we need to rebook the Viva before long.
I love it. Mary Middleton's like, you went on the Radiance. You guys are freaking awesome. I just named 5 ships we've been on, and a handful of you are like, hello, you've been on the Radiance too. Get your act together. I apologize. Like, sometimes my memory, I was raised in the 80s. So it just happens like that.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, that's fantastic. All right, guys. So listen, we're going to wrap it up. It's been an amazing Monday. We talked all about cruising tonight. Besides the video of you in labor, but I mean, who can remember that?
Oh my gosh.
I'm paying over $3,000 for a solo cabin on the Prima, but it's a new ship and it'll be out of Iceland, said Crazy Cat Traveler.
Oh, yeah.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
That'll be amazing.
Yeah. Our Iceland cruise, well, we moved it to 2024. It's on the Prima as well. And that's really pricey.
Yes.
For our family. it's more like 10,000.
Yes, I wish we could do solo. Samuel Jackson said, "Thank you for the info." Connie said, "I love that NCL could build bigger but won't." Yeah, so and we said in a video we did talking about the Prima and the menus that it's a little smaller ship, and I don't know. I mean, I like that it's a little bit smaller. I think it'll be cooler like that, but we'll see.
I like bigger ships, but not as big as like the Mardi Gras and like the Oasis class. That's why I like the Breeze. I like those kind of in between.
Tess Almont, Tess, you've been very quiet tonight. It's great to see you. We love you. Tess said, honestly, do we really need bigger ships? Tess, I know that in most things in life, bigger is better. But in cruise ships, maybe it's not always the case.
Yeah. I like a good mid-sized ship.
Yes. Let's see. I'll be on the Prima New Year's, a 9-day cruise. Shelly T, that'll be fantastic. Shelly, are you in the Haven? And Shelly, I'll be looking forward to having your feedback after that cruise. How did you do with the menu in the main dining room? Did you mix it up enough because you went to specialty dining that it wasn't repetitive? I want to hear, I want to hear all about it. Crazy Cat Travel said, "Yikes, 10K. Good thing Mr. Right is still in hiding." Listen, Mr. Right's okay. It's just all the little ones that can really add up quickly, just so you know. Yeah. Celebration doing sea trials. That's right, Marty Wise. It is. It's going to be fantastic. Fantabulous. I have a feeling that Chicken McFry does not have great intentions. So why don't we just do that there and we'll call it a day. Tess said, "Oh, thanks, Jamie. Yes, bigger is better when it comes to some things, no doubt." Oh my God. 25 days till Discovery Princess for Dina Hoover. That'll be great. Nice. I like medium-sized ships the best at Julie Amos.
Yeah, me too.
Answer for the Sea is a perfect size. I don't like larger ships at Lindy Lou. Mm-hmm. All good information. Yeah. All right, guys, listen, we're going to wrap it up here. But before we leave, let's do the traditional. What did you learn tonight? Let us know in the comments really quick. Did you learn anything from Sharon? I know you don't learn anything from me, but maybe from Sharon, maybe from your peers in the chat. What did you learn tonight? Let us know what you learned about cruising or anything else here in the chat, and we'll go over it. And if you've been sitting there quietly watching, but you haven't wanted to jump out and say hi, this is a great time to say hi because it makes Sharon very happy, just so you know. Just so you know.
Dina Hoover said 25 days till Discovery Princess.
That'll be
Pacific
fantastic.
West Coast. Yeah. We're hoping to jump on the Discovery one of these days soon. It's
Nancy,
close to us. But
Nancy, I know you're winding down. Thank you so much for being here. We love you. Thank you for holding down the fort.
Nancy.
And being here. And, of course, we missed our girl, Leanne, but we'll see her back next week. Next week will be the post-first weekend of football, pre-Vegas weekend get-together. It's going to be fantastic.
Steven says he's sad he can't cruise yet. You'll be cruising in no time, Steven.
No problem. Crazy Cat Traveler said, "I learned that the same guy who thinks Labor Day is about childbirth knows the history of the white after Labor Day rule." Thank you very much. I did. And listen, I'm not as think as I stupid I am. I learned that Jamie has secret info on losing weight. Way to go, dude. Thank you, Nancy. I appreciate that. I told you, I'm working on my Speedo rollout. It's going to come soon. If you haven't seen, we have some new shirts on Teespring. Go to Teespring, search Sharon@Sea Travel. I like it dirty. The hashtag Cruise Day. We've got this cruise is going to be off the chisel. All the new shirts are available for you to get if you're into that kind of stuff. Hold on, do I have it? I don't have. Oh, yeah, there's one right there. Look at that shirt right there. That's available. I like it dirty. That's available. This cruise is going to be off the chisel. All of the fun shirts are available for you at Teespring. Search Sharon@Sea Travel to find that good stuff.
Right at the bottom of every video.
Right at the bottom of every video, you're right. And hit the like button on the way out. Thank you, Wendy. We appreciate that. Let's see. What else do we have? Have a great night. Kathy L., it's awesome. I learned that it takes you 70 minutes to drink an old-fashioned now. Listen, I was pacing myself. But Larry, if you're going to be up for a little bit, maybe we can go for a second one. We'll talk about that here in a minute. I mean, you blew us off yesterday on the big Zoom call, but whatever. We'll work it out. I do have to get you the information on the travel authorization.
Marty Weiss says the Mardi Gras is his favorite.
I'm glad you didn't mention this comment. Vonnie V's Vacation says, "I learned that Sharon doesn't age, but Jamie maybe a little." It's an outrage, isn't it?
Oh my gosh.
I learned Sharon has not aged in 17 years. Yeah. I learned that having kids makes your hair change much quicker. Jose Lara, you're right. Jose, when you pop out those kids, the grays will come and they will come quickly. All I learned that Jamie will be Slim Jim by the time I see him on the breakaway. Tess Salmon, you're right about that. Jimmy will be out in full force. 39 hours of labor ain't no joke, said Bear Bull Cruising. I learned that Jamie is a Slim Jim now, 35-pound drop. Thank you, Party on the Seas. I'll keep you guys updated on that. And if you want to know the secret, I will be happy to share it with you. It hasn't been hard, but you had to commit to... You had to commit, right? I've committed pretty good. Are you proud of me?
Yeah, you have a couple lists of foods that you have to stick to, and you have two meals a day off that list, and you drink 2 protein shakes a day.
That's right.
So
I haven't gone hungry, but there have been times when I was hungry when it was time to eat. So I'll tell you that. Lindy Lou said, thank you for a great show. I learned new intro was a no-go with your grandson because grandma gave him too much sugar. That is true. That is the truth.
Yeah. I had to go shopping before he got here and make sure there were plenty of treats in the house.
Carla McClendon said, that reminds me, I need to order the Celebration Group Cruise shirt. That's right. If you're on the Prima with us, there are Prima shirts if you're interested. If you're on the Celebration, the Celebration's like a bigger, more traditional group cruise. The Prima is very small and intimate and very intense on that brand new, totally different cruise ship. So very different vibes, but we are so looking forward to both of those cruises. Kathy P said, I love the new shirts. I learned Jamie likes Buffalo Trace. One day I've been liking Buffalo Trace for a long time. Do you think Tony will mind me wearing an SAS t-shirt on his group cruise? Tess? No, he won't at all. He loves... Actually, when I look at the people that buy the most sharonatsea travel products, it's Tony from La Lita Loca. He doesn't wear it because he's waiting until he retires, but he's got a stash of sharonatsea travel stuff. You wouldn't even believe it. Don't tell him I said that. He's on a cruise right now. Ordered my November group cruise shirt yesterday. Kathy done that. Is fantastic. Let me catch up a little bit here. On Carnival, I use my own reusable cup mug. Is that allowed on Royal? Said True Texan Girl. Sure, I think so.
You can bring your reusable cup on pretty much any cruise line.
That's right. People are talking about they've ordered the shirts. They've got some new shirts. We appreciate that. We've never been... Listen, I'm just going to say how many people are left here. Can we talk just between us? There's 169 people. We're wrapping it up here, but we've never been ones to promote a lot of stuff. But, what the heck? We got a few shirts out there, so we might as well let you know it. And if you like them, buy them, and we appreciate that.
If you don't like them, then don't buy them.
Yes.
If you have any other fun ideas for shirts that you think would be fun.
Yeah, if you want to see something.
Let us know. We'll try to...
Send Sharon a message. sharonatsea@gmail.com for your cruises, for your shirt ideas, for anything else you want to get a hold of us. That's the best way to do it. Let's see. What else? Jamie, I was joking, but I'll wear it as well as the one of his shirts that Tess on. Howdy and good night, Claywood. We appreciate that. I learned that Jamie is slipping Jimmy, losing 35 pounds. Thank you, See the World with Chris. We appreciate that, dude. I appreciate that. New t-shirts are here. Look at Nancy. You are hot fire, girl. You are freaking amazing.
You're on it.
You are amazing. You guys are great. So it's been a great night. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us. We had almost 250 people earlier. That's fantastic. And I think that's everything, right?
I think so.
Sharon, do you want to tell people you have a new exit to your videos right now? A new slogan, a new saying. You want to talk about that really quick?
That was all your idea.
That was my idea. True Texan Girl, the Amazon store is pretty much updated. If you search us on Amazon, you can do that. Next cruise will be Slimmy Jimmy. You're right about that, Jose. It'll be great to see you. I was rocking my SNSC sweatshirt on Alaska. Say Crazy Cat Cow.
We actually just added a couple things to the Amazon store recently, too. And I do have, I don't really like to review items that much. I get a lot of emails to review items, and most of the time I turn them all down. If it's something that I might use on a cruise that I think people might enjoy, sometimes I'll do it. Maybe they catch me on a good day.
Sure.
When I read the email, I'm like, okay, I'll do it. So I do have, it's a bag that actually the kind that goes over your luggage, the handle that has the sleeve to go over your luggage. So they did company a couple of those.
What happened?
And so I will be reviewing those soon. I did put those in the Amazon store already, and they're nice bags too.
They're there for you.
That's one of my favorite things is the bags that slip over the luggage.
All right, and I'll tell you the story right here, and I don't care. Sharon might hit me under the table, whatever, but for years we've been saying happy cruising at the end of our videos. Okay, hey guys, we'll see you next time and happy cruising, right? On the live stream, happy cruise everywhere. And now a lot of other channels are saying that now, and that's cool. We don't copyright it. It's not ours. We don't own it. But we're like, well, we want to switch it up a little bit. We want to do something different. So now, if you're watching any of Sharon's recent videos, and we have more tip videos coming out, as in addition to putting out some of the older tip videos and kind of resurfacing them, we're going to be making some newer ones. But yeah. Sharon's got a new little tagline. So let's take us out on that new tagline, Sharon. From all of us here at Sharonatsea Travel, myself, Sharon, Matthew, Callie, Lucy and Boswell, the dogs, the amazing nautical nurse Nancy, the one and only Leanne Francesconi, and everyone in the Sharonatsea Travel community. From all of us to all of you.
Good night, everyone, and we'll see you on the gangway.
We'll see you on the gangway. We'll see you on the gangway. Do you like it?
That was Jamie's idea. But
we'll see you on the gangway, everybody.
I'm getting used to it.
We're not going to see you anywhere else, but we'll see you on the gangway. And take care, guys. Have a great night. We'll see you next Monday. It's going to be the post-football, pre-Vegas Monday night show. It's going to be, what's it going to be?
Off the chisel.
It's going to be off the chisel. We'll see you then. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Have a great Monday. Happy Labor Day to you. And we love you. Peace out.
Bye, everyone.